All right, so for a lot of people, Tarkov is this kind of like niche of being able to do a whole lot of stuff with probably not a whole lot, Like me, for example, like who really cares about Tarkov sometimes? But for the most part, we're going to be doing a deep dive into Tarkov. And we're going to start off with customs, since this is the map that introduced me to customs from, I don't know, 2017 or so. Just learning the game and learning that really steep learning curve or whatever you want to call it. And honestly, it's been fun. It's been an amazing opportunity to be able to work with such great community members like Tobias, Nikita, everybody at Battlestate Games and the Tarkov community. And for the most part, so I mean, what is this video about? It's not really, a video about, oh yeah, if we go do this thing, we can finish our task earlier. No, no, no. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of videos out there that show you how to finish a task. You know, I mean, like Pastilli or Tweak or Sneak or Tobias or Deadly Slob or people who spend their entire days like Torquay just putting something else out there like One Peg. Those are like the great community leaders that we have. Geeksay, Finest XI, and everybody else. And I hope I'm not leaving anybody else out there, because that's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to say, oh, someone's better than everybody. No, no, no. I'm kind of putting my own twist on this game, or on these videos. It's not about how to play better or how to necessarily be better at the game. It's more of a necessity of how to pay more attention to the game. And I don't mean that where people aren't paying attention. It's more or less of, hey, did you notice this? Did you notice this one thing? It's more or less of a technical deep dive into Tarkov, where we're not focusing on the guns or the tasks or armor or bullet pen or none of that. People have already done that, and we should show our appreciation and thanks to everyone who's done that for this community and probably many others. We're lucky to have so many content creators out there who have done such a thing, and honestly, I feel like there was this little bump in the road that everyone has been kind of hitting, or like this little pebble in their shoes, and they all say, oh my god, oh come on, like fuck yeah, whatever. And people have kind of missed it. And I'm not saying that I'm better at this game than anybody. No, I'm not. What I'm trying to say is the thing that I want to start teaching people is how to pay a little bit more attention to where scavs spawn, raiders spawn, how they spawn, how many spawn, what kind of loot that they have. And I don't mean, oh, he's probably going to pop a scope or an ophthalmoscope or a red key card or this or that or who's a what's or your mom's, I don't know, dildo, whatever. It's more or less of like, this guy has a scav vest or a WT rig and he's shooting a Saiga 12 or a Saiga 12 or a Taz with this many magazines on them, and they might have this or that, and just be able to provide the community with an update on what I've seen. And what I've seen is probably going to be helpful. Like, for example, in this building there are at least, I don't know, 7 to 8 scavs that can populate in this building itself. various rooms, second floor, first floor, third floor, down the hall, in the bedroom, or down, the stairs or whatever. And then, for example, here you could probably have one or two scavs that kind of come up from, this angle, go up the stairs, come back down, come and go through there, go into the first door, and that kind of stuff. And that's what I want to make these videos about, is the deep dive into what the hell is going on in Tarkov, technically. From a technical standpoint, and no, we are not doing data mining. I'm going to put this out there on the record that we are not doing data mining. I'm just showing you specifically what I've seen over the past, I don't know how many raids. Let's take a look. Out of 412 raids in 6,200 hours of this game. Okay, so that's what I'm here to show you, is the technical stuff of where do these scavs spawn, where do the bosses spawn, how often, and if they're not there, what you can do in order for you to actually have a more successful raid, because of blah 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 blah. So for example, if you're hunting Reshala without a task or whatever, you're probably going to run into him like a decent 60% of the time, right? Daytime, we'll say 30. Nighttime, we'll say another 30. So 30, 30, 60. Now, if you have that task, how much is that task leaving out from that 30? Or taking away from that 30? So if you run a daytime, is it like 15%, 10%, 7.5% chance that Reshala spawns with his bodyguards? And then if you need to collect his gun, how much does that task take away from that probability of finding Reshala with his gun, his golden TT? So what are the chances of playing this game and still being able to be good at the game? I'm not saying nobody's better than anybody else. I'm just saying that certain things are going to lead you to become better. One, you could be running down the halls and going, oh my god, dude. Or you could just be sneaky and tactical and, taking your time and stalking your prey. Or you could just be a Chef W. You could be a gamer and you could do whatever you want. There is no right or wrong way to play this game. Like every other game, there is no right way or a wrong way. And I think that toxicity in the community kind of needs to go away. Is, no, I'm better than you because blah blah. We're not here to discuss that. But what we're here to do is discuss the technical aspects of Tarkov, of each map, each individual map, each area of that map, and kind of help you decipher. If I have a task of kill 25 scavs with an AKS-74U without a silencer, where are the best places for you to go in order for you to find those scavs and finish, your task? And what's a better way than to kind of read in the lines or in between the lines and be able to say, hey, that makes sense. And I want to know more about this. Because without being able to say, where are all of these things and how do they all connect with each other in the game itself, then what can we do better as content creators? Because we can always show you, oh yeah, if you want to finish this task, go into this room over here, find this little key thingy over here, and go extract. It's like, okay, you explained it. You showed me how to be successful. But the way that I want to do it is I want to set you up to be successful. Without me ever having to, like, babysit you or have you DM me or post me on Twitter and be like, yo, I emailed you and can you like show me how to play the game or can you give me something? Just like, well, yeah, just watch this video or this series of videos, and I hope that you find success in this video. So this way, I don't have to walk you through that task or how to make money or how to be, good on your own or whatever, because I'm trying to set you into this right state of mind where you could say, oh, there's a scav up here that kind of crawls and has this route between this truck and that wall, like whatever. Whatever the area is, whatever the map is. That's what I want to set you up for. That success of knowing where to expect the unexpected and what you can do in situations like that. And be able to say, huh, I got something out of it. I took something away from it and I learned and experienced it. And that's my ultimate goal, is to teach you how to think on your own, but be able to kind of look back and say, that makes sense, rather than, oh, I'll just follow a video and done. Whatever. No. I wanna take you into the deep dive of what Tarkov is and all that. We're not gonna do, like a whole series of, oh, this is Tarkov and it's a super scary game because there's lore behind it. Sure, knock yourself out. Google it, YouTube it, whatever you want to do. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of videos out there. But this video series is going to be specifically on where do scavs spawn, how do they spawn, what is the interaction required for when I hit a switch to enable the raiders to spawn, how close do I need to be in order for the raiders to spawn versus a teammate hitting the switch and I'm in the area and they all spawn. Does that make sense? Am I making sense to you? If I'm not, let me know in the comments below, because honestly, this was a fun idea that I had while I was partaking one early, couple of days ago. Uh, but yeah, I hope you guys find something out of this, because this is a video series that I've meant to do for a long time. But with my back pain and that sort of thing, it becomes difficult. I'll be honest with you, it becomes difficult. Because I wanted to do this video for such a long time, because I've done the whole, here's a video on how to do this task or that task or this task and find this and find that. But everybody's done it. But I have not seen a lot of videos about this one, honestly. And hopefully you guys find this entertaining, you find this informative, and you find this easy to follow along with. And if you have any questions about a specific map, let me know in the comments below, and we could probably discuss it, and I'll do my research into it, and I'll show you what works, what doesn't work, where does this person spawn, where does that person spawn, and that sort of thing, and what we could do to better ourselves, and who's a what's, But for the most part, I hope you enjoy the game. I sincerely hope that you enjoy the game, because, like I said, there's no right way or wrong way to play this game. You play it the way you want to play it. You want to play it tactically? Go ahead. You want to play it like a sniper? Go ahead. You want to get your buddies together and play like class systems like medic or whatever? Go right the fuck ahead. Because you know what? You're having fun. But with map knowledge, you will become a better person, a better fighter, a better player, whatever you want to call this. And you want to learn how to get ahead of somebody without making a single noise in the entire game. And that might be a little exaggerated, but you get the idea. If you think this is something for you, hit the subscribe button. Let's talk. Let's discuss. Share this with your friends who can then share it with their friends in the world. You know, whatever. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you very, very much for sticking it out. I'm trying to keep these videos relatively short, so this way I'm not boring the shit out of you. And I hope that you come back for part 2, where we discuss what's really going on in Tarkov and each map. And again, it's just a technical, you know, it's a deviation from your regular scheduled bullshit. All right? All right? I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. All right.